Take it away, Bill.
Wow. It's the Ringer Wins Pool. First annual edition. We create an algorithm and everything. Juliet Litman, Joe House, Jason Concepcion.
Yes.
John Gonzalez, Haley O'Shaughnessy, Chris Ryan, Shea Serrano. Teaming up, Tjarks, Kevin O'Connor. And then the duffel bag
So
boys.
much excitement.
Tate hasn't been arrested in nearly 7 hours.
That's right.
Chris, tell us about our sponsor.
I got some business for you. It's the Ringer NBA Preview Palooza. We are presented by State Farm, here to help life go right. This is the NBA Preview Palooza. We've had a ton of stuff today. Binge mode, sources say, the sophomore redraft, Take Hunter, wake up and dunk it, so much stuff. You probably missed some of it. If you did, go to youtube.com/The Ringer to watch everything we put up today, all of our NBA content. Also, if you like Haley's t-shirt, if you like the tie-dye that I'm wearing, we have some swag in the merch shop. So go to the ringer.com/shop if you want to cop some t-shirts.
One
And
thing
we have
about
lots of
Shea
stuff.
Serrano, doesn't wear ringer swag.
Wow.
He goes with the Steve Jobs.
I'm not wearing a Ringer t-shirt until I get a podcast.
Bill, why don't you
Podcast.
explain this complicated...
Okay, so I have been in an NFL wins pool for a long time that has this weird algorithm that was handed down almost like this family will, where like the first pick gets the 20th and 26th, and I don't know how it makes sense, but it makes sense. House, you've been in the pool. How many years have we done
I've
this?
won
Like
the
7,
pool.
8? You've won the pool.
Brag.
And it always ends up
humble
around
brag.
30 to 31 wins. Whoever gets to 30 basically wins the pool.
Okay.
And it doesn't really matter where you draft. It's who you draft and when you draft, all that stuff. So we were like, how could this work for the NBA? So I tried the algorithm. The algorithm didn't work for the NBA.
You keep saying algorithm.
But
like Will Hunting put it on like a whiteboard and gave it to you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of. Like,
Shout out,
like
Hunting.
a janitor wrote it in the middle of the name. We don't know who wrote it. Nobody will take credit for it next day. So tinkered with it with the NBA. It seems like you need to get around 125, 126 wins, I would say.
Okay.
It's going to take this. So we did the board there. And now in this case, the first pick gets 20 and 30. In the football draft, it's 120 and 26. And then it goes on down the line. I think it's going to be fair. And it's going to come down to, you know, as always with these things, the second and third rounds where you take like the Nets.
Yeah.
And you think get them 25th and you think they're going to win 30 and they end up winning like 38. And that's unfortunately what's going to swing this league. So I hope everyone's
The
okay
Ed
with
Davis
that.
bump, as they call
The
it.
Ed Davis bump.
That's right.
What are you guys the most excited about, Tate and Titus? Your first wins pool draft.
We're excited to make our picks like we're deciding on our
Yeah,
college choice.
we're sitting back here at a table. We got like all these jerseys with all these different
appreciate
teams.
everyone
like this.
gathering
And we
here.
feel like this is a great opportunity to be on brand with us and make it seem like we're recruits deciding where we're going to play. So that's what we're
KFC,
excited
any
about.
strategy?
You know, Tjarks and I deliberated it all night. About today. And we're ready to win this.
What are you hoping? You have 9, 14, 23.
The
So
Warriors,
potentially
maybe?
you could
I
get
think
two
if
like
we get
top
Golden State.
17.
Yeah, we're hoping for the Warriors to
You're hoping
drop
them
to
both
us.
them draft.
We're not tipping our strategy, Bill.
Shay, any strategy?
Yeah, that was my strategy as well.
Pick the Warriors.
Yeah, go at 7.
So you have 7, 11, and 25.
Yeah, this
The
is
Spurs might be there at 25. I hate to break it to you. It's possible. Everyone's going to be afraid
I
to
quit.
take them. Chris Ryan,
Yeah.
any strategy,
I have a
thoughts?
couple teams I'm hoping drop. There's a lot of action in the 5 to 10 range, I think. So it's like
6 is right around where Philly should go, maybe,
that's
possibly. Are
possibly.
you thinking about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gone, same thing for you. You're in the 8th pick.
Yes.
Philly's in that 6 to 8 range.
That would be wonderful. I've spent upwards of seconds thinking about this strategy
Yeah.
here. I'm going to be a best team available guy. Whoever falls to me, I will take.
What is it like to be here during just a great week for Boston sports? I know
We have the Red Sox
The
on
first
over
thing
there.
that you said when we walked in was, like, can we get the Red Sox on? And the second thing was, what a game on Sunday night. And now we're barreling into a Celtics-Sixers game.
Yeah.
So if there were any windows in this room, I'd already be out one.
and we're doing a live watch after, so we could have fisticuffs.
Yeah,
today.
we'll be
We don't-
hanging out
we
here
don't know what's
throughout the
gonna happen.
Celtics and Sixers.
Haley, you probably like gambling more than anyone at the Ringer other than myself and maybe House. Are you excited to be in this? We don't have stakes yet. I think you have to figure out what the stakes
So
are.
more than Sal? You're saying I like gambling more than Sal?
No, that's not. That's true. You don't. Sal's probably
I
number
did.
one.
That's a good group.
So I prepared. I'm not gonna let you guys see this,
She's got a napkin.
but I've spent probably more than you, but probably 5 minutes on this.
All right.
Do you think there should be real stakes?
Yes.
Should the winner get what?
Steaks.
The winner gets steaks.
Steaks.
That's good.
Probably steaks.
I like it. All right.
So there's this cool place in LA. What was that place the guy told us last night? Spaca?
It's on my
All
phone.
right, winner
I can't
gets a dinner at Spaca.
Back from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Is the whole group
Unless
going?
I win, then I take myself. Jason C., big day for you.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
This is like not in the top 5 of things you're most excited about, but it's in the top 10.
I'm doing a reverse wins pool in my mind for the Knicks and just hoping they continue to lose.
Should we have done the reverse wins pool? With the Hawks would have gone first.
That would have been pretty high
That would've been
concept.
I think the Knicks are right
Maybe
there
next year.
with them.
Knicks are right there.
I think they're right there.
Juliet, any last minute thoughts?
Um,
I'm just incredibly nervous. House has been emotionally coaching me for the last 30 minutes as we ramp up for my number 3 pick. If I don't do well, it's House's fault.
And House, you ended up with the number 1 pick somehow. I was not there for the drawing. I always get blamed. Somehow I always do well in these blind drawings.
Somehow.
I don't know.
Who did the drawing? Isaac Lee?
I don't know. This is funny. You got an
Sean
algorithm
Yo.
and a drawing, and yet you've built like 20 years making fun of David Stern. Like it's his fault. Like there's a lot going on behind the
Conspiracy. I want to
scenes.
know what Conspiracy Bill thinks about this bullshit
It
because
is-
all of a sudden the two
I
of you are
kind
at
of
the
wish
top.
I was in the middle. It would have been a little more of a red
It
flag.
is OG Corner, and I'd like to thank all my friends here at the Ringer for giving the oldest guy in the room the first pick. I feel like it's respect. It's out of respect, right?
And House, you're presented by Callaway today?
I'm presented by Carmelo. You should see my underwear.
Okay.
I'll show it to you.
So, first pick, you have the first pick.
Yes.
You ate a lot of food last night
I
at
did.
Major Domo, and you're recovering from that.
Yep.
But now your brain's in a good place. And I would
don't-
say the choices,
I need my brain for this.
the Vegas over-unders, the Warriors were 63, the Celtics were 59.5. But some people think the Celtics could be the number one team.
Some people.
Who are they? Let's
People
count
are
them down.
saying-
Sources say.
People are saying the Celtics
people.
are gonna.
Chris, I talked to somebody in Boston. He thinks they could be the Celtics.
Yeah, his name rhymes with Banny Bange.
Yeah. The guys in Boston think Tatum can be first team All-NBA. We're going to be doing this all draft, by the way. Who do you have?
The only reason for me to take the Boston Celtics would be to spite you.
Yeah.
Such a good reason.
That's exactly
It's a great
what
reason.
Such a good reason.
Gons is here for it.
I'm almost.
House, come on.
problem
You
is-
eat enough steak already.
You
No,
realize,
I don't.
You
No, I
realize
don't.
that with the Ringer staff, Bauman, who writes mostly baseball but other stuff for us, got a Philly special tattoo. Like this is
And
like
then they rolled
divisive
off like
now.
3
This
lines.
I
is-
support it.
if
That's
if
great.
the Ringer ever goes down, it's going to be because of this Boston Philly thing.
Well, the problem is we just named steaks as the stakes for this, and for me, it's
Yeah.
a lifestyle choice. The next steak is always my favorite steak.
Yeah.
So that means I'm playing the win. I'm taking the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
Okay.
Off the
Always,
board.
always be looking at the next steak.
The next steak
The
is
next
going to be
steak.
the best steak.
Is that a well-known
That's
life
like Michael
strategy?
Jordan. The next
my
thing,
life
the next
strategy.
steak.
It is now.
Okay.
So they have I went to one site today that had almost 400 props for the season,
Oh.
right? One prop they didn't have was home court advantage. Who do you think was going to get home court advantage? Like the Warriors would be the favorite. But if we did have that prop, KOC, would the Celtics be the second favorite for that or Toronto?
I think Boston would be.
And then Toronto?
Yeah. I think with the Kawhi Leonard, there's the bigger question about him and his health rather than Boston with their already loaded roster getting back Tatum.
Right. Boston's safer. Is there anybody else in that top 3 who could get home court advantage for the playoffs?
I think Houston, if they do what they did last season and they grab the 1 seed in the Western Conference again at Golden State Coast, I think Houston could be.
Shay, you hate Houston, the Rockets, with almost every fiber in your body. Make the case for their swoon this season.
For their what?
Their swoon.
What does swoon mean?
Going from 65
dip.
wins to 55.
Oh, that's a bad thing. Well, they have Carmelo. They lost.
Hey,
they
that's
lost
it.
Trevor.
Just stop right there.
And I'm done.
That's all you can say.
No, they lost like their important pieces around Harden and Chris Paul. They took the guys who do all the other stuff and they were like, we'll fill in those spots, and I don't trust it.
Tjarks, some James Ennis buzz.
He's really important for them. Like he has to be like one of their most important players. So.
Ennis.
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 Yeah.
This is
I
good
thought
stuff.
it was Ennis, but then I have my pronunciation dyslexia.
Yeah.
I got worried for a second. Yeah, there's some Ennis buzz. I'm not buying Carmelo. I think he's done. Jason, go ahead, do it.
That he's washed. I
Yeah.
mean, listen, tough times for him last year in OKC. I'm hoping he bounces back.
Are you?
I really am.
You're not rooting
I'm
for
close.
him.
I'm close
Is this a
personal friends
triple
with
reverse
Daryl
You're not
Morey.
jinx? I
rooting for
can't tell.
I'm pulling for my guy Carmelo Anthony. You can
Titus
do
has
I
it.
some
say like
takes.
that's the great media move is like you just shit all over a guy and then you say like it's just a player like the person I'm rooting for like I hope he can
Yeah.
figure it out. But, like,
great.
it's not
Did you
You
really
guys
one
sniff
thing.
that out?
personal.
That it's disingenuous?
Yeah.
How dare you?
No, I respect
How dare
it. I
you?
respect it. You can tell he's a veteran at this. Yeah, that's the move.
He's better than Joe Johnson, right? That's what
Oh,
we
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go. 1+.
Is any part of you rooting for Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player?
The basketball player? I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to. It'd be nice to see him.
Oh man.
The old guy.
Jesus.
That was like the
Ghost of
ghost of
Carmelo.
Carmelo's
You know what that
nightmares.
It'd be nice to see him embrace a role finally and become the Olympic Melo that we've been waiting for him to be for 3 to 4 seasons now.
So some people have the Bible. I have basketballreference.com, which I just studied the arcs of players.
Good bit.
I do feel like when a player hits a certain point where it's just like this statistically, and you see with the points and the free throw attempts and the field goal percentage, there's like a point of no return. And I feel like he hit that last year. There's no evidence of somebody dropping like he did and then veering back up.
Well, I mean, you're
at the
changing
age he's
point
at.
guards.
Yeah.
That might help some. Playing with Chris Paul and James Harden
And
versus Russell
systems.
Westbrook.
Yeah, I
and
think that last
systems.
year was really a shotgun marriage. It
Right.
was such like a late trade. There was like, I think that they had the best intentions, but it never worked up. But I think that basically like he chose to be with the Rockets, and they chose to have him.
It's
They're
not
going to choose
great.
to trade him in February.
It's not great when the highlight of your season was that you wore a hoodie.
But that was
Right.
before
He
the
really
season.
wore it.
Yeah.
That was
Well, I mean, I
He's
count
really
it as,
good at
But
it.
I'm just saying.
It's a 12-month sport now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it indicative that we're talking so much about Carmelo Anthony that we're just bored about talking about the Warriors again?
And the Rockets.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of, but that's why the Carmelo, I mean, as a website, we've got like what, 14 days out of Carmelo stories?
Yeah.
We just kept writing about him. Like all of us were kind of interested in it, even though I don't think he's a significant player anymore.
Yeah.
But I read all the pieces. I was interested in it.
It is intriguing though, because we're talking about a guy that's played iso ball his entire life, and now he's going to the system where they don't shoot mid-range jumpers, they shoot a whole bunch of threes, and he needs to totally overhaul his game in his 30s. I think it's one of the more fascinating stories in the league, even though he's not the same guy anymore. It's this guy who's played one way his whole life suddenly has to change.
And he's reunited with the coach who he clashed
got
with in
fired.
New York,
Yeah.
Clash
who
badly.
famously quit
Yeah.
because Carmelo wouldn't buy into his system.
I did think when I was trying to figure out the wine bottle list, I did look at 2013 Carmelo. That was a good season. Like he was shooting threes. Like it was basically, I mean, they're just better options.
Yeah.
But, you know, the best of Carmelo was really good. Anyway, House takes Golden State.
I do.
I don't know.
Just do it.
Let's just go around
Just
the
do
room
it.
quickly.
Just do it. Just do what you want
Just
to
do it. Just do it. What do you think? You think we're dumb? Don't treat us stupid.
All right. So let's just go around the room quickly. How many did they win this year?
Golden State.
Yeah. That's not quick.
Sorry, 67.
Love it.
How many for
Great
you?
number. I thought 64.
63.
62.
Yeah, I'll take 63.
62.
64.
69.
Nice.
I'm going to say 60. I'm going to go low.
59.
Ooh, KOC.
I
mean,
think they did a good job with this over-under,
They're
but
just
I
good.
would go a little lower. I
Okay.
think feels like a 61-ish.
That's because your big thing is that the Warriors keep talking about being mentally exhausted from the grind of playing. Like,
They don't take this season seriously at all anymore. It's like they have to like survive the regular season like it's a gauntlet. And meanwhile, you know, they're flying from city to city in a charter. And they stay in suites.
That's right.
And they have like their
Simmons over here.
AirPods on, and they're just go from city to city.
All these
listening to-
millennials with their
watching the
participation
podcast.
trophies.
Soft.
New Clay, guys.
I really
New
wonder,
Clay
like,
wants to win a lot.
That's right.
Bearded Clay is excited.
I just want to explain this to Bill Russell. I want to go to his house and be like, so the Warriors are really exhausted for
You don't
the
think
season.
Bill Russell knows about this?
No, like, Bill Russell.
He's like, the Warriors are good.
No. Bill Russell's like, when I was playing, we used to ride coach and switch in 3 cities.
Yeah.
And we used to tape ourselves. I don't know. I think these guys have a lot of advantages. Moving on, I have the
Draymond's
second
like,
pick.
yeah, I taped myself. Everybody saw it during the Olympics.
Oh yeah, that's
Nice.
Let's go. I'm taking with the second pick the Boston Celtics.
Ooh, interesting.
I actually think they have a chance to be a great regular season team, and I don't know whether that's going to translate to the playoffs, but
In some
they're
ways,
just
don't they all have
deep.
great chances?
Zach Lowe threw out Terry Rozier as the 6th man of the year today. That got
Wow.
That got me a little gamey.
Scary Terry.
I just like this team. I like the 9-man rotation. I like the scoring options. I like them for the regular season. I have no idea if it will translate to a title, but great coach. The win total every year has gone up. I'm hoping it will. Third pick, Juliet.
I'm so nervous. I'm going with Toronto.
Oh!
There you go.
The Raptors. I'm
Make
going
the
with the
case.
Raptors. Weak conference. Kawhi back. I feel like Lowry also can just take a little bit more control. I'm excited. I just don't have a lot of competition.
Control of the donuts.
I just feel like he's not saddled by this emotional story anymore. Him and DeMar DeRozan being best friends. So maybe it'll be freeing, not bad for him that his friend is gone.
Jason, have you ever been more jealous of anyone else's social media content than whoever did Kawhi's laugh with the NBA and NBC
That
theme
was
song?
really good. Shouts. That was very, very creative and well
That was
done.
the first thing he showed me when I got
I
to
watched it
LA.
like 5 times.
I know.
And I was home last night, and my daughter was like, "What is that? Turn that off!" Like she didn't know what it was.
John, how into the Raptors are you this year? Because I feel like it's a very sexy pick to be like they're the deepest team in the East and they're gonna.
OG and Kawhi, man, 2-man combination right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, and they also like with the Kyle thing, you can joke, but they actually have a lot of point guard depth. Like,
Yeah. Fred VanVleet.
FVV.
yeah.
Double V.
I feel like there's too much OG stock blowing up right
Impossible.
now.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't really done anything yet, and people are now talking about him like he's the 2-time
I have a
He
theory.
guarded LeBron.
7-time All-Star. He guarded LeBron a couple of times, but
it.
I remember LeBron just completely annihilating the Raptors. He's like, well, he guarded LeBron. It's like, so he, during the games when LeBron
I think it's
scored 40
like a
game?
Bo Outlaw situation where his first name is OG.
Yeah.
So he's just
So
like
people just
that
get
adds
psyched
a
to say
lot
it.
to it.
Can't see. Honestly, how good is he?
I mean, we've talked about him before. Like, we both like him a lot, but I think it has been overblown in the sense that he still can't really handle the ball. He can't create off the dribble, and he's an average
I
spot-up
think,
shooter.
too, he's replacing Serge Ibaka in the starting lineup. That makes it a lot easier for him.
So
they're gonna
Ibaka
play a
is
lot
on the
smaller
bench.
this year. They're going to bench either Jonas or Serge and play a much smaller unit. That's going to be fun to watch.
It'll be fun, but I do think like expecting him to be the second star is a little bit soon, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But, it's preseason.
But Danny Green's the second star, so you're good.
Titus, you're an amateur NBA fan.
I am.
When you just hear this whole case for Toronto, Kawhi switching teams after not playing for a
It
year.
does nothing for me. Honestly, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like I have literally no interest in the Toronto Raptors this year.
You're out.
I don't mean to be disrespectful. Like, there's
that
nothing.
data.
They're not.
What are
They're like not excited. Like I lost all any love I might have had for Kawhi. I'm out on him. The Raptors as a whole, it's like the only thing you could sell me on is them just as an underdog franchise that LeBron kicks their ass every year and they deserve.
And now
the
he's
moment
out
in
of the
sun.
conference.
Right,
Yeah.
so
and,
they-
like I'll watch like the
their
playoffs.
boogeyman
I'll
is
root for them in
gone.
the playoffs, but like I have no interest in watching them in a regular season.
It is weird that
No offense,
Toronto's
Toronto.
best case this year is the guy who kicked our ass every year. He's not in our conference
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And that's like their go-to case. And then
And
Kawhi's
also
like
that they
second.
won't meet him in the finals.
And the
if
guy
they
that kicked
would.
his ass that one time in 2014 is now on their team.
Right.
That's right.
It's a nice
num-
player to have.
Number 4 pick goes to Jason C.
I'm going to go with the Houston Rockets and Carmelo Anthony. I wish them the
You
best.
guys are back.
Listen, I think they're the obvious number 2 team in the Western Conference. I think Daryl Morey is a lot smarter than me. So I think they're going to be able to win a lot of games. And obviously the top team in the West last year.
I think they've been over with their win total probably like 9 of the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And Daryl always takes it personally when He's a master of the nobody believes in us before the season. And this is, everyone has them projected now in the mid-50s or high 50s.
The only real worry, aside from like whatever Carmelo jokes, would be like, do they kind of coast a little bit in this regular season to try and make everybody healthy for the playoffs? But I don't even know if that matters when it comes to Chris Paul. That's just a dice roll.
KOC, the aging process of Chris Paul.
He is getting older.
Now.
I think that's more of a playoff
2005
concern.
draft. We are now. This is 14th season now, and he's little. And little guys don't usually age that well.
That's more
I think
of a
he's like
playoff.
29 minutes a game this year. I see for him.
I think that's more of a playoff concern though than anything else, and maybe getting fewer minutes for those guys, James Harden and Chris Paul, could be a good thing for their playoff hopes. Maybe regular season it does hurt. I think with them, the loss of Trevor Ariza and Luke Baamute has been overblown.
Well, Ariza wasn't good in the playoffs.
Yeah, 0 for 12 in Game 7.
Yeah.
Baamute had the shoulder issue, and James Ennis has been solid, like you mentioned earlier, and Gary Clark. It's been pretty good.
I mean, playing off Harden and Paul.
Gary Clark.
Who's Gary Clark?
It's not a really tough job.
Gary Clark is good.
Google that.
Cincinnati in the house.
Yeah,
He cuts in the back of the.
Gary Clark is a
Invisible.
problem.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 3 people that know that Gary Clark is a problem.
Yeah, really good.
reference. Yeah.
Isn't Gary Clark a
Harris and Gary Clark
guitarist?
both
He
in the
ain't
same
messing
band.
around, Chris.
How's my dude Javon Carter doing?
Is that what I'm talking
Not
about?
so
We just talked
Not
about
good?
it. He's trying really hard.
All right.
And that's
I
the
think
be-
he's
yeah.
like he has
We're
to
rooting for
fail
him.
and then it'll come back.
Yeah, we're
All right,
rooting
you
for
guys are up. 5th pick.
Okay, yeah. Let me get in character.
In character.
First of all, I just want to thank God. I want to thank Coach for all the hard work, and my teammates for all their hard work. I want to thank my moms. But this is a tough decision. We talked it over with my family, and I decided I'm going to continue my career at the University of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow! Lakers, baby, Lakers.
I was hoping they were gonna fall.
Chaos.
Oh, that's
Chaos.
a good one. Wow.
I like it.
So
It's a good pick.
we
I like
talked
that
about
pick.
this for 2 seconds. We realized LeBron James is on the Los Angeles Lakers, and nothing else needs to be said. I think it's kind of funny watching from afar. I feel like the vibe, not necessarily in this room, but just in general around the NBA, is that LeBron is kind of phasing out of the basketball part of his career and towards the Hollywood part of his career.
Not for me. I don't
And
agree with that.
I think he's. I would disagree with that, and I think he's just taking mental notes. He's absorbing all this information about everyone that says the Lakers are going to be a train wreck. They got all these problems, and he's LeBron James. So
LeBron
that's
hears
pretty much
everything.
it. Yeah.
That has been a narrative. It hasn't been over the top, but it's definitely been, this is a throwaway year for them.
Yeah.
Who cares about next year? This is about, and I don't think it's like that. I don't think he has throwaway years.
So how many games do you guys think they're going to win?
I think over 50, right?
Yeah, I would say 50
I don't
is like
know.
the bottom. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's.
I got them for
that's to me.
like 53 to 55.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be they won like what, 26 or something like that last
Yeah.
year? That would be insane.
Like
for them to jump
weirdly, we
almost
picked the
double.
Lakers because we feel like the Lakers are a safe bet. If that
They won
I don't know.
35 last year.
Yeah.
Oh, 35.
Yeah.
Well, it goes to, it's the old thing, right? LeBron and anybody is at a 50-win team, and this is going to be we saw it last year. They won 50 games with
That really was anybody twice.
the worst
was
possible
anybody.
team you could have
Yeah.
put him with, and he still won 50.
They had Kevin Love.
Well, that's true, but they had the change
Who's
over
the Kevin Love
from,
this year?
from
Mo
the
Wagner.
beginning. Kevin Love I like a lot, but they had the first half team that didn't do anything, and they had to like reset
The
the
super
entire
unhappy
roster.
team.
They bring in all these new guys. They were hurt, and he still takes them to the NBA Finals. And I think like if you go man for man, yeah, Kevin Love would probably be better than anybody on this team. But if you went man for man, roster for roster, it would be impossible for me to go, oh yeah, last year's Cavs are better than this year's Lakers for supporting cast. I'm all the way in on the Lakers.
You can tell
Give
he's
me
been
all the
hanging
Lakers.
around the LA locker room.
I think last year's Lakers, plus LeBron, are better than last year's Cavs. I think the rest of that.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
this Lakers
Yeah.
team is unquestionably better. What were we going to say?
I was going to say, I think he got emboldened, too, because he took that terrible team to the finals. He was like, if I can take this team to the finals, I can take anybody to the finals. And I got rid of all the contracts I don't like on the Lakers, and Julius Randle's finally gone, so now it works out. Like, I think he has the confidence. The same with Toronto doesn't have him, so they have the confidence.
The only thing I would worry about is just you move to LA, it's just a happy place.
It is nice here.
So you feel like
JC moved here, he's just smiling all the time.
It's great.
Titus just got
so hold
here,
on,
he's
what's the
just happy.
implication here about Cleveland? Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, what's your implication?
There's no shots fired at
Okay.
Cleveland.
Okay. All right.
LeBron's here. It's sunny every
Okay,
day. He's
okay.
happy. Like, are you going to be wanting to get up at 5 in the morning to do your power shake and then your 7-hour workout with the medicine ball? Like, I don't know.
He's been kind of aggravated about that though, because he gets asked about it a lot since he's come.
Are you
to-
softer when you got to
Like,
California?
well, just like asking about the business pursuits and like, yeah, like you have all these. We wrote a story on TheRinger.com. It's a good site. Everybody should check it out. But all about the other concerns that he's got going on that aren't about basketball. And he's like, I was always doing this. Are you not paying attention?
Yeah.
I think
Right.
he's got a little bit of
Yeah,
a
but
chip
that's the
about
thing is
that.
that now he's in LA, so people are paying attention. There are
Yeah.
going to be like
Yeah.
that, like extra level of media scrutiny. is
Flip
gonna
side of that,
happen.
you might eat healthier in LA.
That's
you
true.
know? Not going to be.
So many
eating-
shakes.
Point. The last point, then we'll move on, is just I don't think you can undersell the celebrity factor of these Laker home games and LeBron's love of performing, which you just saw the other day when he was at that Drake concert. LeBron ran out. He just hopped around like he had just had 17 Red Bulls for 10 minutes. He was so happy to like be
How
in the
long did he
mix.
practice that in the mirror?
He probably does it every day.
Was
Quite a
that
long
good? Like, is it okay to say that wasn't really good? He wasn't dancing. What was that?
He was being a hype man.
Was that your review of the whole concert? In general, just LeBron?
Are we sure? But I just think like every day it's like Denzel, it's Jack Nicholson, it's all these.
Leo.
It's just all these people who paid $10,000 a ticket. I just feel like every game's going to be an event, and I think he's going to feed off.
Noah Centennial just sitting courtside.
Yeah.
Tweeting Peter Kavinsky in the house.
Is my turn?
Sizemore? Yeah, you're up.
Sizemore? I don't think Sizemore can afford.
Dude, let's do the Heat really quick before you go.
Which
Just
one?
give me the Tom Sizemore to
The action is
De
the
Niro.
juice. For me, the bank is worth the risk.
No, for me, the action is
The action is the juice. I'm gonna go with the Sixers.
Yay.
I didn't pick the Sixers in the watchability rankings on Heat Check, and I felt bad about it. I realized that this is not life or death, and I should go with my passion points. So I'm taking the Sixers.
Keep it in the family.
All right, and they will probably in an hour show me that I'm wrong. But
All right,
that's
we're
okay.
going to have a million.
Sixers things to talk
Yeah,
about.
we're going to be talking about the Sixers for 2.5 hours.
All right, so let's
coming
go
up.
to-
Shea Serrano, you're 7th.
Finally.
You can take the Spurs.
How
They're
did I
still
end up
available.
seventh? This is terrible.
Here you go, man.
Look, I think the mistake y'all guys are making, everybody so far has made the mistake, is you're picking teams where you know exactly where they're going to land. You should be throwing a little bit of risks out there. Give me the Thunder. Give me the Thunder at 7. They're supposed to win 53 games. I feel like Russell Westbrook is going to be feeling really good about himself because Paul George came back. Andre is coming back.
Eventually.
Russ is out
Eventually,
injured
he'll be
tonight.
back.
But after he comes back from the injury.
Two knee surgeries.
After he comes back
He'll
from the
be
knee
good.
surgery.
Apparently,
I trust
these
him.
latest
Yeah.
round of platelets are great.
I trust them.
Allegedly.
They're supposed to win
Allegedly.
53. They're
No,
going to
no,
win.
they-
They're going to win 58, 59 games.
Whoa.
If you can say that the Lakers
What's
are
up,
going to win
Shea?
53, then
right.
fucking give me the Thunder to win 59.
House?
I mean, I vehemently disagree. And I'm not just saying that because
Because Callaway told you to.
Callaway loves.
Yeah, you should work in Callaway's spot. You should be like, that was a rogue move by Shea Serrano. Speaking of rogue. Listen, I think they're a ceiling basement team.
Nothing divides this staff more than the
It
Thunder.
could go, well, no, I could totally see them winning 59. I could also see them going like 44 and 38. I don't know what to expect from them.
59 is what to expect.
I like the shorter move, but I am in the minority.
Yeah.
I actually think he's going to help them, but I seem like
Schroeder and
one of the only
Nerlens. It's
people
the
that
ticket to the
feels that
playoffs.
way.
Paul George is dying to be in the flex gang. So
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
going to be
He's
seeing
really
a lot of
excited.
those guys because Roberson's not coming back until Christmas.
Yeah.
Is that the speculation? And
January.
And when's Russie really going to come out playing Russie ball?
I think as soon as he's available.
When is
does
that
he,
gonna be?
When does he not do that?
Well, that's true, but like
That's
when's
proprietary
available?
information,
What's
by
that
the way.
mean? What's that mean?
I know I'm missing it.
Juliet,
Two
What's up, man?
surgeries.
Rachel Demita and Andre Roberson are now out.
Yes.
They're admitting they're dating.
Yes.
I mean, what are your sources say thoughts on that?
I feel like with Robertson, that's a good move. I feel positive. I think that's
Okay,
like
good.
a stabilizing
So you're blessing
force.
that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Great.
I wish them only the most
We always
happiness.
like your blessings. Gons, you're up, 8.
Yeah, so I had my top 8. OKC would have been my 8th pick, so I feel like I get a little bit of value here. It's not traditionally thought of as like a super sexy team, but I think they're going to be very good. On Heat Check, I had them 4th in the Western Conference. Could see them finishing higher.
Oh, he's going to take mine.
I'll take the Utah Jazz.
damn it.
The Utah Jazz are a very good team.
It's the trendy pick.
Another
Don't
good ceiling
forget
pick.
how
Hipster
good
Gone
they
strikes
were
again.
after. That's everybody knows me as the hipster at the Ringer, even ahead of KOC. don't forget that when they got Gobert back the second time, like they had been floundering for most of the season, and then all of a sudden, boom, that defense took off. Donovan Mitchell took off. They've still got my boy Rick Rubio. They've got Joe Ingles out there doing Joe Ingles stuff. I think they're going to be really good this year.
Haley, give us the Donovan Mitchell. I'm so proud of him. He's my #1 boy speech.
I'm going to go live on Periscope after this. Save my tears for that.
Keep the
Second
powder
year,
dry.
even better.
It's KOC now?
Were you guys surprised by Mitchell, by the way? Did you think he was going to be that good?
Not that good, no.
I know that if he went to the Hornets, he would not have been that good. So I'm very happy that he didn't for his sake.
That's because he would have been playing behind Malik Monk.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean,
Exactly. That's true.
we talked about this before. Like Patino had an obvious system, and a lot of these college guys get handcuffed by the system. That
Have I ever been on a video
Where Patino doesn't come
where
up?
Patino just doesn't come up somehow?
Maybe it's a problem with him.
He came up during the NFL wins
He was the
pool.
Louisville coach. I mean, it's like there's lots of Louisville
Maybe
players.
you should root for a different school.
He does come up
Like
a lot.
Kentucky.
He does
He does a lot.
Constant
He does a
slander.
lot. He's always doing so much.
No, I didn't think he'd be this good, but like it's not. It was one of those. If you would have asked me, will he be this good? I probably would have said no. But now I'm not like surprised. That
But it's
it
sort of
worked
like
out that
Devin
way, 'cause
Booker.
It
Like
makes,
he was
it makes
taking
sense.
13,
In retrospect,
14th
it makes a
range.
lot of sense.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like they have the potential. Like Jamal Murray,
Yeah.
14th pick,
Yeah.
plays up to better you thought.
Yeah.
9th pick, the boys.
We were
do you
deciding
got?
between one Eastern Conference team, one Western
I know who
Conference
you're gonna
team.
take.
We're going with the Milwaukee Bucks.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was almost my pick.
Have
Good
the
value.
potential
Utah
MVP.
East.
There you go.
I think that's the last
think
possible
Delhi can win the
3 seed
MVP?
on the board.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe there's another team I'm forgetting, but they could. There's a roadmap to them winning 54 and getting the 3 seed. I will say, no team has had more action in Vegas on the over than the Bucks, and we had them
Is
on
that
the pod.
because they completely worked Minnesota?
can't tell if you're
like
doing
the day after
homework
Jimmy
or
Butler
checking
almost
your
destroyed
text.
that team?
I'm looking at win.
I think it's like
projections.
there's some Giannis stuff. Once the pace stuff started coming out about how fast they were going to play,
They scored 140 on the Timberwolves. Yeah.
yeah. And Giannis, there's all the right buzz. And one of my favorite theories is when you have the worst possible coach and you replace them with a competent coach, it's like invaluable.
That's a
Like,
great
you-
theory.
That's gonna be
I
it.
share that theory. I agree.
It feels like with Mark Jackson. When the Warriors lost Mark Jackson, they brought in a good coach. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Will
Mark
Bledsoe last?
Jackson.
That's the question. Like, can Bledsoe be the point guard for that team?
But I think they trade him.
You think
He's
just because expiring
yeah.
guy?
Or who, though?
I could see
Terry
use
Rozier?
him future asset.
Yeah. I mean, I think the additions with that team, Ersan Ilyasova and Brook Lopez, the spacing that they have
That's a shooting, really.
with size,
That's the main thing is
it's
the
a
shooting.
good mix.
Julia, what's our sources say Mallory Eden's update?
No offense to Mallory, but I think I muted her. Just I felt
Oh,
this was a lot.
Jesus.
One too many.
I like her.
Can I just,
Oh my
for
God.
people who may be joining us a little bit later, this is obviously the Ringer NBA Preview Palooza. We are doing the wins pool for the 18-19 season. So we're running through and we're drafting teams based on how many games we think they're going to win. We are presented by State Farm. Thank you to them. And this is the second round.
And Callaway, apparently.
We're playing for steak.
No, this isn't the second round.
Yeah, we're ripping through.
There's one more pick.
Oh, there's one more pick?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Haley's
Haley.
up.
I'm sorry.
Unreal.
Haley's got 10 and 12, so this is the Haley gauntlet we're going into right now.
Yes. Give me the Joker, Big Honey, the Nuggets.
I love it.
I feel great about
I gotta
this
say,
pick.
they're
I
a
can't believe they
possible
fell
3
me.
seed too.
They
I
really are.
wouldn't be like shocked if
No.
they got the 3 seed.
I would.
I'm with you.
I would be shocked.
But it might be one of those situations where like 4 teams have 50 wins and somebody gets
Yeah,
50
oh,
wins.
like the way that was last year with like 3
The
was
Millsap
separated.
thing's weird. Like already they're talking about, do you just play out this season and then do the team option and then sign him back for less? I actually believe in Millsap. He's not that old. I actually think he'll be good this year. You're not afraid of Denver. You're not afraid of anybody, Shea.
I'm not afraid of Denver. You know who you should have taken? I'm up, right? I'm 11.
Yeah, you're up.
I'm gonna put all my trust and faith in Jimmy Butler. Give me the Wolves.
Wow.
It's gonna work out. Upside.
That's a gambler.
I think it's gonna work out.
Minnesota 11.
I think it's good.
All signs point to
When I
it.
read all of the news, it feels like this is
Andrew
the winner.
Wiggins is like, I think it will too.
Let's go around the room again. Jimmy Butler, benevolent dick or just dick? Jason.
I mean, it's just pure dick.
Yeah.
Okay. Gons?
This is all from a good spot. I say benevolent dick.
Benevolent
He's doing
dick,
it 'cause
Haley,
he
Has to be
benevolent
the
dick or
latter.
dick?
Has to
Dick.
be the latter.
Just Dick.
Juliet?
Dick.
Benevolent dick.
Just Dick.
Benevolent Dick.
Yeah.
Benevolent Dick or
Yeah,
Dick?
I think he's coming from a good
I
spot.
think he's
yeah.
kind of a wiener. Yeah.
Dick.
I got Dick for sure.
Wow.
Who is the beneficiary?
I'm going
Just wondering.
Dick.
Who's
Josh, we just
the
provided,
beneficiary?
Of this?
Benevolence.
Buy or sell.
Holy
Dick
Jimmy
or
Butler.
not Dick.
Someone's splicing these audio clips, by the way, of like Tjarks going, I got Dick for sure.
Why do you think I said the latter? I was like, this is getting cut. I'm definitely not. This is not going to be a GIF.
I did not steal that idea from the jump. Dick or Benevolent Dick. I think we invented that one today.
That's good.
Haley, you're back.
All right. I don't feel great about this one, but I have to because they're in the Eastern Conference. I'm taking the Wizards.
There we go.
Ooh.
There we
That's
go.
good.
Wow.
Oh, no.
What is happening
What?
right now?
It says, let's go. Let's go.
I've got.
Let's go.
Are you wearing a sweater?
I got the best view in the house here.
My team. We're repping the DMV. I have a shirt that says "Let's go" on it. I
So
mean, I have to
House,
show a lot of belly.
Make the case for 50 wins for the Wiz quickly.
Dwight Howard plays 10 games. John Wall and Bradley Beal finally reached the potential that they have teased the league with for the 5 years that they've been together.
Okay.
And this is going to be a three-point shooting team. I believe that the Washington Almost Bullets are going to be in the top 3 of all franchises this season in three-point shooting. And I think Wall and Beal and Otto Porter are going to just be raining them.
Haley likes this.
I do, but I actually have more optimism about Dwight.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
This is
He can still play. He can still play.
Haley.
It's just
Come
an
on.
asshole.
He's been sidelined
I do.
by a
To be
bad
young, to be young and innocent.
His teammates
the-
asked
see,
for
it's
him
the
to be
White House,
traded.
right?
He's
Multiple,
despised.
multiple times, yeah.
Yeah, he's despised.
I like the young basketball fans at the Ringer who are glass half full.
Yeah. It's
See
Yeah.
the positive, happy.
not cynical
Oh,
yet.
Dwight,
I
he
love
can
it.
turn. I'm 49. I'm just like, Dwight's done.
Life
Great
will beat
idea
it
to
out
throw
of him.
Dwight Howard onto a team that already has a major rift.
13.
It's me. Yeah.
Chris Ryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with New Orleans. New Orleans.
Oh, nice.
Upside.
Yeah.
Good pick.
I like it.
By the way, that one also could kill you if it's February. And
Sure. I think that there's a lot of teams here that like one guy gets hurt, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they trade Anthony Davis, you're gonna regret that a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
The laptop boys are up.
We're gonna go with Indiana.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Safe
wanted
pick.
that.
Eastern Conference. A lot of veterans.
Solid.
So there's a roadmap where you're at like 103 wins already with those two.
Yep.
That's not
If
bad.
Indiana got to 49 and
The Bucks get 52 or something.
54,
How much does it matter in the NBA to have two teams from the same division?
Doesn't
this
matter. I
NBA
don't think it
wins pool?
matters. They don't
That
really
doesn't
play.
matter?
It's not football. was bad.
It's the same.
Yeah.
The whole conference, I think.
15
That's cool.
Tate and Titus.
Seems like a great reason to have divisions then.
Yeah.
It's very arbitrary.
Makes no difference whatsoever.
You guys are up.
Tate's
already
making
know.
the
That's right.
The Lakers are the
Wow. What's the buzz? Wow. Met early.
We're taking the Hornets. We love the
That's
Hornets.
awful.
We love Borrego.
Yeah,
we
we
love
do.
Tony Parker and the French guys coming together.
Do we love
connecting together.
Borrego? You're hype?
I mean,
There
I
are
don't
some
know.
good
We'll see.
Borregos.
We love
clips.
Cody Zeller. He's still there, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't love him. We love Willie Hernan Gomez. We love Miles Bridges. We love Malik Monk. We love Dwayne Bacon.
Are you just
Cody's
listing
not
guys who
been
are on
listed
this
yet.
team?
You're on the trading block.
You just read the roster.
Did you just say Kemba?
We like the roster. Basically, in summation, we like their team.
We like their team.
Tate, is Miles Bridges the most exciting Hornet since Baron Davis 20 years ago? It's possible,
That's
right?
Kemba
I mean,
slander.
Remember young
You
Baron
guys can-
Davis
yeah.
dunking on everybody?
Yeah, you're cutting out the Bobcats, right? In this situation here.
He wasn't
Because
intentional.
Adam Morrison was exciting. I mean, not for the good reasons,
I
but
guess
for
he
the
was
hilarious
exciting
reasons.
for a split second. Number 16,
That's me.
Juliet.
I think there's a lot of regression potential here, but I'm going to go with the Blazers.
Wow. Journalism is
Them
important.
being
Let's put
available at
CJ
this
on.
spot is really
Kind
something.
of feels like a steal, but also I don't know.
Steal.
I feel like they've overachieved for the last couple of years.
What's crazy? Explain this to us, guys. They won 49 games last year, and their over-under this year was 42. And they brought back the exact same team. So what happened?
kind of low.
I think is it the
The
playoffs?
answer is it's low.
Was it
Yeah.
the sweep?
Yeah, I think so. It's perception after that.
Yeah. The sweep I think was really like
They got embarrassed for sure.
That was such a bad matchup for them, though.
And
I
they lost
almost
Ed
feel like
Davis.
this feels like an overreaction a little bit.
How much
what
of
would
it
have
is
been a
I'll
good
take
matchup?
it.
Other-
Still available.
how much is it that like other teams have gotten better? So you're just bumping them.
Maybe.
once-
So
some-
like
Yeah,
somebody
they stayed
gets
the
come in.
same.
That might be it. That might be part of it. Jason, you're up at 17.
I'm going to select for my team a team that I feel like there's a lot of variance with this team. going to go with the Dallas Mavericks.
Nice.
What a call!
You just don't want to play.
I didn't even write them down.
I love it. I love it.
Let's go for it.
I feel like in these middle rounds, you got to take a shot. You got to go
Bravery.
You got to gamble a little bit. I believe in Luka Doncic, teen sensation. I believe in his mother. I believe in the way that this team is gonna. I think they're gonna gel around this infusion of talent. Dennis looked great in the preseason. The chemistry looked really fun. I believe in this team. I believe in thick boy Luka Doncic.
This is courageous. I
boy.
love it.
Dude, you could have got them in the third round.
It's
I
courageous
don't
'cause,
believe you.
I think that this
At
team could have a
27?
big bounce.
I think Jason Concepcion doesn't like steak.
I'm telling you, they're gonna be.
There's no
Listen,
way he's looking at
moving
basketball
in.
stuff on
I
that.
didn't even-
No way.
He didn't mention Harrell, Bob.
That's really the factor.
We
It's
support
H-Bob.
H-Bob, yeah.
That's it.
Number 18, Gons.
I think it's a value pick. They're in the Eastern Conference. They're a professional organization. They exist.
They're professional.
And also in honor of just an excellent piece that Haley O'Shaughnessy did on the Ringer.com about Hassan Whiteside. Give me the Miami Heat.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a,
And they still, in some world, could have Jimmy Butler.
could
If
have
they get
Jimmy
Butler.
Butler. If they get Jimmy Butler, boom, now all of a sudden I'm on to something. I'm eating steak.
Yeah, you might be.
I might have some
just love
steak in my
the
Heat.
future.
I just
Like
respect
fall
them
through.
so much.
Professionals.
Oh, man.
Professional organization.
Juliet's-
I love Carnival Cruises.
Juliet's fetishization of Miami and the Lakers is one of the most
wonderful.
mystifying things about the Ringer.
So what's interesting is I think we've hit a drop-off now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is where
That's
There's a
professional
definite
opinion.
drop.
everybody
No,
has
this
to
is
bring
the
it.
crater is hit.
Yeah.
There's one team left.
Well, it was hit when the Hornets were really the crater.
So
Wow.
This is just one sneaky
There's,
team
this
left.
is picking
But
19.
a handsome jersey.
There's one team left that I think could have a chance to win 46 games if
Spurs,
things
baby.
went right. There's a little nobody believes in us potential.
oh, it's gonna happen right now.
There's a little people forgetting that they have two All-NBA guys.
Hey, you know who's a good
team?
coach? Greg Popovich.
There's a little. Our season's over because we lost DeJounte Murray. What? All due respect to him, but was he in the
He's
All-NBA
the
team
next
last year?
great point guard.
All right. I feel like we can recover from DeJounte Murray. I'm taking the San Antonio Spurs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No chance I could have got them. You're a son of a
Shout
bitch.
out to the
This is
Riverwalk,
why.
dog.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Always remember the Alamo.
In front of me.
You know who
Fit
you're
right
looking
in front
at?
of me.
You know who you're looking at, number 20?
Poo-poo platter.
Comedy legend Blake Griffin.
I'm not looking at him. I'm not interested in him.
You're not that. He's doing some comedy bits now.
He is. He's a.
YouTube.com.
YouTube.
I
It's a great
anticipate his
website.
career as a
It's a great
comedian is
website,
gonna
yeah.
exceed his career as a basketball player from here on out. We're at that moment right now.
Ooh, God, that got dark for a second.
What are you talking about?
Hey, I haven't seen that side of the
means
house
he's a
very
fu-
often. Jesus.
He's got a better comedy stroke than mid-range stroke. I'm not
It started out strong. and then
I'm not taking the Pistons. I'm not taking the Pistons.
You're not taking him?
I'm not
Okay.
taking the Pistons.
Well, you
Are
got
you
to
gonna
take
take the
somebody. You're on the
Pistons?
clock. You're at 20.
I really, really wanted the gosh darn Spurs. You son of a gun. I'm going to take the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah,
right.
good pick.
Wow.
Good pick.
If you told me right now that Marc Gasol and Mike Conley and
Jaren Jackson.
JJ
Yeah.
Jr. right?
JJ.
Triple J.
Yeah.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, and a little shout out to Verno. With that, that vibe. I'm taking Memphis because I think they have one last gasp right now, and then it'll be time to go ahead and flip the script, turn the whole thing over.
Challenge
Titus,
back.
what
You're fine.
does Conley have left in the tank? You're actually friends with him.
Yeah, I actually just saw him the other night. Yeah.
Did he tell you how much he had left in the
He
tank?
told me we were talking about this over dinner. He said,
You're like, what's in your tank?
he looked at
Were
me.
you eating steak?
So
Were
yeah,
you
he
eating
put
steak?
his hand on my shoulder and he looked me in the eye and he said, "I have some left in the tank."
That's my guy.
That's my guy. I mean, listen, I'm biased, but like just the way he looked at me, I could just sort of tell
Yeah.
there was some left.
KOC, can you play Triple J and Gasol at the same time?
Sure, absolutely. Both of them can space the floor.
Would we
Jackson
have
can
to
defend on
get
the
smelling
perimeter.
salts for Sharks?
I think so. You
That
love
would be
Triple J,
like
don't
that'd be
you?
your ideal, right?
That's
Gasol
gonna
with
happen
Triple
for
J.
sure. They'll be doing that in like a couple weeks.
Crunch time though?
Starting lineup probably pretty soon. Over JaMychal
Juliet,
Green.
how many?
He doesn't fall out.
Yeah, this is not.
He's a much better
not a
shooter.
crazy. Yeah.
Is Andrew Harrison still starting?
He's off the team.
Okay.
I think he's gone.
Just wanna
I'm
check.
not sure about
What's
that.
our Chandler update, Juliet?
He was
He's
really,
feeling
really
great.
bad.
Just got back from Germany. Follow him on Instagram.
Got back from Germany.
Oh, what's he doing there? Platelets?
Oh my lord.
Were there platelets involved?
Nothing good
I don't know. I
happened
just
on
saw
that
him
trip.
going to some soccer stadiums.
All right, we're done with the second round. We're moving to the third. How much time do we have, Stephanie? I can't
15
speak.
minutes left.
15 minutes left. Great. Pick 21. Gons.
I am up. I was thinking about going out to the Western Conference for our producer Isaac Lee's favorite team. I can't do it because they play in the Western Conference, and I just don't. I don't think that their ceiling is very high. So I'll go back to the. I can hear him yelling from the other room. I'm going to go back to the Eastern Conference. I will take Blake. I will take Comedy Blake and the Detroit Pistons.
You guys do know that somebody has to lose in the East, right?
The East is just. If I'm gonna gamble, I'm gonna gamble on the weaker conference and them being ascended. And who knows how many games Blake Griffin plays? And Andre Drummond is, I guess, okay. I don't know.
He's shooting
We'll see
threes
how it
now.
goes.
He's shooting threes now.
Banking him off the
Yeah,
backboard.
perfect.
It's gonna be great.
Shooting
It's one of
threes
those
is the new
teams when you
muscle.
look at their roster, you go, oh, they have that guy. Hey, that guy.
Yeah.
Only
They have
like
11
Tate
of
does
those
that.
guys.
I don't do that. When I look at that, I'm like, I've never
I'm
heard
like
of this
Stanley
guy.
Johnson,
Never heard of this
5-star.
guy. Yeah.
There are tens of
Stanley
people at
Johnson's
that
still on
brand
the
new
team.
stadium.
5-star.
I know.
like Stanley
Not a lot of
Johnson.
vibes coming out of the
Not a lot of
the
vibes.
gym.
No. League.
No.
Well, they could actually make the playoffs. Who's picked 22? Now we have.
That's me.
Oh, Haley. All right.
I'm picking a team that actually has that guy, that guy, that guy. The Clippers.
It's the Clippers.
Yeah.
Shout out Isaac.
Almost.
I was hoping they would be there.
They don't have any stars, obviously, but they have a lot of
They've got a lot of
reliable.
Clippers
They've got
Professional
players.
basketball
They've
They've got
players.
players. I'll tell you what, they're going to have the best bench. It's just going to be their starting lineup.
I saw Gallinari at the beach, and he
There's
looked
12 bench players.
great.
You saw
he looked in
Gallinari at
shape.
the beach.
At the beach, yeah. And
Which
he,
beach?
Who?
Just like the Palisades, and he just seemed like he was having a great summer.
Oh, just the Palisades. I was just there.
That's a great life, right?
I wouldn't be shocked if they won like 44 or something.
Yeah.
They're going to be a
I would.
professional team.
They
They're
won
not going to
42
be
last
embarrassing.
year. They're
'Cause
going to be fine.
They're not going to tank.
Yeah.
They have vets who know what they're doing.
They could make a trade.
If you actually study their guys guy by guy, it's like, oh, I kind of like that guy. Oh,
Right.
I'm a fan of that guy. They have some dudes in contract years, which is nice.
Yeah.
And they have pieces for a trade. And the first time, if Butler punches Towns during a practice or something,
If.
and they're like, we got to trade this guy. If when.
Yeah.
I feel like they would just like that more.
Yeah.
Then they would just love Butler even more if he like punched someone.
I wonder if do they try to fuel do they hire people to fuel a rift
absolutely.
between Butler and Towns?
Tibbs
Absolutely.
would immediately go into the bathroom and touch himself.
Wow.
And Jimmy's like, I know what Tibbs is doing.
Yeah.
Shay, how does this Butler thing play out? Where is he in February?
Tibbs touching himself.
He's on his way to the Western Conference Finals. That's where he is, in Minnesota. I'm telling you, Minnesota's taking me to the stake, and I'm taking House with me.
Do you think he
I love
inspired
this.
Andrew Wiggins by repeatedly questioning his character, his motivation, his work ethic?
Yeah, every time we've seen that in history, like when Jordan did it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it worked out really well with Kwame. When
Kobe.
Kobe
It
did
just
it in
doesn't
the,
work.
in the Lakers
And
practice,
Jordan
it
was
worked out.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy
The
Butler's
Jimmy
just
Butler's
like
Jimmy
pretty
Butler
good.
isn't doing
Yeah.
anything yet. Pick 23.
Speaking of Jordan.
That's
I think
us.
we're officially in lottery land now.
We were
Yeah.
scrounging around
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
There's a drop off here. And
Yeah.
We're sticking in the Eastern Conference with the Brooklyn Nets.
Interesting.
Nice.
We like
Yeah.
their young
I like that
roster:
pick.
Karis LeVert,
No, the Knicks-
D'Angelo Russell,
They're
a
waiting for me at
handful of
27.
versatile wings, and also your favorite center, Tjarks.
Yeah, I'm buying high on Jared Allen. I think he's gonna be really good this
A
year.
lot of Jared Allen
Yeah.
buzz.
It would be the most
I love
Brooklyn
them on
Nets
the
thing
Vikings.
ever for them to go win like 35 games. The
Wouldn't
first
it?
time
They
they've
really
had
would, yeah.
Yeah, when they had their
own
pick.
first round pick.
Right.
This
They
is
got-
the one season they should really tank, and they might go win 35
They
games.
want to make themselves look like a good free agent destination too, though. So there is appeal in also winning games and having 2 max slots.
The ultimate great hire team.
So, CR, you have the Sixers and the Cans.
I'm gonna go with the Cavs. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna go with the Cavs. I'll
Veteran
stay in the
team.
East. I just
Solid.
think that there's some pride there.
We got a good.
We're gonna find out how good of a coach he is, and I think that they have They have Kevin Love and J.R. Smith. Oh my God, as I'm saying this, it's really
Wait. They got rid of the ball hog, LeBron. Ewing theory potential?
Ewing theory, yes!
There's no Ewing theory
Come
at
on,
all.
they've been to a couple of finals in a row. These guys know how to play at least some
know how to
basketball,
play.
right? Like,
So I was watching them play the Celtics in a preseason game, and JR got into it with Marcus, and the Cavs still carry themselves with the swagger of the 4-time finalist.
Wasn't Tristan Thompson like talking smack
Yeah, he
about
said,
that?
hey, we're still the
They're still
champions.
like doing this,
Yeah.
and it's like you guys are terrible now. So that actually might be a good thing for that pick.
It's his cursed year, I would say. Tristan Thompson. I'm not expecting big things from him.
Ty Lue moving the chess pieces.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Throw that out
Come
there.
on, yes, Camden. Let's go.
Unbelievable.
All right, so I got the Cavs. That's my last pick.
25, Shea, you're up. You have OKC, and you have the Timberwolves, and now you have...
The Magic.
Wow!
I was ready.
Dude, don't ever, I don't ever want to buy a car with you. It'll just be like, it's $300 a month, $500.
The Magic are going to be good. And I don't know why, because I don't know any players on the team.
Can you name 2 Magic players?
I can name, yes, number 1, Aaron, number 2, Gordon. Boom. That's 30. That's
I think the
35
team.
wins.
I think the
35
team is
wins.
going to be inspired by the loss of Betsy DeVos's yacht, and they're going to play hard.
Yeah, I'm good.
Worst point guards in
good.
the league?
Yes.
Easily the worst point guards in the league.
Yes.
Do we count, is
I'm
Booker
not listening to
count as a
anybody on the
point
back
guard?
row. If you don't have a seat in
to, right?
here, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear from you.
Zing.
Out of Burrows.
Yeah. No
All right,
thanks.
dump bag boys.
All
let's
right,
go.
we're at the point where it's just who cares at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we are picking the best college basketball team in the NBA.
Coach Cal's future team.
We are picking Team Blue Blood.
Yes.
We are picking the Sacramento Kings.
Nice.
Not even the
backwards.
Kings themselves think they're going to
We
be
want
this
people to
good.
know Mike Bibby.
Oh, you do? Okay, it's
just-
frontwards.
Yeah, it's Mike Bibby, national title.
Also,
Arizona,
coach for the
college
Grizzlies.
No, the Kings are one of those teams. Like as we said, it doesn't really matter at this point. But the Kings.
I mean,
for a college basketball fan, you look at the Kings roster and your mouth just starts watering at how good those guys were in college.
Yeah.
And I understand it doesn't work that way, but it's just I don't know. Vlade Divac is Team Blue Blood, and I appreciate that about him.
What do you think is going to be Bagley's averages at the end of the season?
Ooh.
I think
Well,
like
you guys,
like
you guys
17
sold
and
Bagley
8.
hard.
17
Yeah, he's gonna be
and
fine.
8.
I think he's going to dominate.
He's gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
I think he's going to be good.
He's gonna be fine.
So here's the other
I
case
think
for
he
the
and Giles
Kings.
are going to be amazing.
They don't
Yeah.
have their pick this year.
Yeah.
It
No
goes,
reason to tank.
so they actually have no
Well,
reason
we
to
all know that the
whatsoever.
Kings know how to
As
turn
I
it on
made
and win games when
Yeah,
it's time to do it.
Flip the switch. Little inside info. Apparently, they made like a big run at Jimmy Butler,
Yeah.
about right.
and
Yep.
and
Jimmy was like, no.
Jimmy Butler's like, I will leave.
And then Vlade
June
looked up what he
30th.
did in college and was like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
Just
you went to
want
where
guys
Marquette?
that-
No,
yeah.
not a blue blood. Pass.
Yeah.
I could see them in the mid 30s. So if you get 50, I don't know, 55 from the Lakers, you get 42 from Charlotte, and then you get like 30. There's a roadmap on 125.
I mean
yeah.
this respectfully. When's the last time the Kings won mid-30s?
Well, they're on their pick. They might as well try.
Yeah.
With what? They stink. They're bad at basketball.
Yeah, but still.
My favorite thing is, and I love the Duffel Bag Boys, this is exactly the pick to win that will decide whether you win
Yeah.
or not. And you saying that you don't care and that your mouth was salivating for this team,
It sounds about
Listen,
right.
House, I play
the
basketball. I don't
cognitive
play whatever.
dissonance is wonderful.
I'm worried about.
Cognitive dissonance. You are not going to be eating steak, Mark Titus.
That's okay.
I mean, I'll invite you.
That's okay.
I think they can win it with
Yeah,
that.
we can
I
win
could
it.
see them winning 35.
Yeah.
The Kings. It's
Sure.
conceivable.
Seems like a
I just
very
asked
high.
the Ringer
Seems
video
very
team,
high.
I
please
wouldn't bet
isolate
it.
that clip
I
so
would
I
bet
can
a
throw it in House's
15.
face.
The arc of this wins pool
I'll
draft
enjoy
bends towards Jason Concepcion.
Well, it's hilarious how this played out. So Jason gets the Rockets, he gets the Mavs, and now there's
And the
4
Knicks.
teams
Now he
left
gets
at
the Bulls.
27.
And the Knicks.
With the 27th
and
pick,
the Knicks.
Jason Concepcion selects the New York Knicks.
Wow.
From New York City, New York.
The two worst teams just got picked. It's incredible.
No, the Hawks are the worst team.
Oh, that's a
The
great.
Knicks are
gonna be
going to be
on your
terrible,
team,
but
by the
we're
way.
down
No,
here,
they're
and they're
not.
down
They
here.
are.
No, there's three.
The thing is,
You're picking
Listen,
the
you never
Hawks.
know.
You're getting the Hawks.
No. There's a whole bunch of teams still.
There's 3 teams left.
Litman.
What kind
I'm
of
really
league?
happy.
How many teams do you think are in the league?
I'm
You're
so
getting the
happy.
Hawks. Juliet, you're up.
I'm going with the Bulls, only for the red, black, and white to match the Blazers and Raptors.
Oh, it's great.
This looks beautiful.
The aesthetics are perfect.
It is.
I won the
pretty good.
design award here in this pool.
All right, so I can't take the Hawks, so I got to take the Suns. I got to say, though, the Suns at 29 isn't terrible because I've been shocked by Ayton. The Ayton preseason
Beast.
stuff,
He looks
it's
great. He's a
like,
monster.
oh, my
20
God.
and
He looks great. He looks
looks
incredible.
big.
He does.
I got to say, I was there for young Shaq. I got to see him in person when he was a rookie. He was a little Shaq-esque.
Does it bother you that he didn't win EuroLeague MVP though?
Good
Yeah.
question.
Questions you got to be asking yourself. He was 19 years
also
old, did
19.
not win EuroLeague MVP.
I feel the shade. I deserve it. I would still take Doncic first, though. I still think he's going to be better, but I was stunned by Ayton.
He's got 2 fictional characters that he plays. And I think Dwight Howard is just sick seeing the possibilities here.
I know.
This
You
is
know who else had a
we're
character?
basically get to reboot the Dwight Howard
Yeah.
experience with Ayton.
Dwight Howard was like, man, I always played myself. I never thought of creating 2 actual fictional characters.
It's wild to see a market correction of Dwight Howard.
Yes.
Of a guy just being like, I'm going to take some of what Dwight Howard does. I'm just going
Right.
to do a little
Tweak
bit
a little
different.
bit.
You know, as the original, me.
Because you have Dwight on the Wizards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so when you talk about the Duffel Bag Boys, Josh Jackson,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Shout out Bill Self.
T.J. Warren.
Devin Booker,
Yes.
T.J. Warren, like a
Yes.
lot of your favorites are on
Yes.
this team.
Yes.
Why
They
don't
are.
you adopt this team?
We didn't have
we
their
were gladly-
jersey.
we-
We're making picks based on
Oh, we didn't have their jersey.
They thought it was bringing which jersey.
No, if
Send them a
the
Suns
Suns would be the
jersey.
second. I mean, yeah, the Suns are my second favorite college team.
They need a
And
The
point
Suns
guard.
just don't have Willie
Yeah.
Cauley-Stein.
Bill, as the master of the algorithm, who do you think has the best chance this year?
It's tough because it's honestly going to come down to that third row. One of those teams has to win. You know, if somebody's going to be 8 wins ahead of where we think, and that's going to swing the league, and it's going to be really stupid.
I like
not gonna be the
KOC and
Hawks.
John's team.
I like that team too.
Well, so the Nets have to get to like 38.
Yeah.
Bucks get to 55.
Yeah. It's a
Could be
lot of hope
dangerous.
going on, but those teams, it's all possible.
I have a technical question.
Yeah, you
Can-
lost already.
Well, why the NBA should have 32 teams? There should be a team in Seattle. There should be a team in San Diego. San Diego would be
San
incredible.
Diego?
San Diego?
I think they would be a terrific NBA city.
San
It's
Diego.
beautiful there.
San Diego slander at the Ringer. You're wading into deep
This
water
is
here.
not full-fledged
talking about?
Callaway support.
I love San
Should we-
Diego.
should we build it-
Great
San Diego
They have
Flash?
a terrific franchise down there. The people would
This
come
is your
out.
worst take in like 11 years.
Did you watch the
San
game?
Diego expansion
Well,
team?
I want one of the expansion teams instead of the Hawks. That's my technical. Can I have the Seattle? What would Seattle be called?
They're going to be
The
called
Seattle
the former New Orleans
New
Pelicans.
Sonics?
The Seattle New Sonics.
New Sonics.
All right.
No, it's going to be Seattle and Vegas. That's what's going to happen.
Vegas is pretty good.
Although there's weird Mexico City buzz, which I don't really understand.
That would
I don't
be-
know why there would be a team.
Have you watched Made in Mexico?
I think that
That'd
buzz
be
is
funny.
more for a potential G League team.
That would make
more,
more
yeah,
sense.
more so than NBA. But we'll
If
see.
they expand to Vegas, does Draymond automatically become captain of that team?
Oh my God.
Player GM?
There
What's the
might have
most-
to be a list of players who aren't allowed to
What's
play
the
for
most
that team.
absurd expansion city that's realistic?
Kansas City.
That's realistic. Oh,
Yeah.
because they got the arena. Didn't
got,
they
like, the
build the arena
state-of-the-art
to
NBA
get it?
arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the Big 12 tournament there one year, and they have I forget who they are. I think it might have been Garth Brooks. Like the only banner they have hanging is like, we sold out 7 Garth Brooks concerts. Like, that's the one banner they have. 'Cause they built an NBA arena. They don't have an NHL team or an NBA team. I think it was Garth, but it was somebody like that. It was like,
What
we
was
sold
the
out
one-
a bunch of concerts once.
Sorry,
With
Tim Burrow.
the Washington at some point, they had the Mystics Division Champions banners next to like the one Wizards Division Champion banner.
There was
It
some.
was like some really bad. It was all division banners.
There was a lot of. There was some of the
And then
hockey
that
division.
one
They
Bullets
created
title.
a new hockey division, and then the Caps won 2 of those.
You had that one up? It was
tough.
really bad.
It was tough.
How much time do I have
We
left,
can wrap
Steph?
up here because we got to get ready for the watch along.
Georgetown title.
Shout out
so.
to the Hoyas.
There you
Shout
go.
out
Chris
to
Ryan,
Steph
what
and the
else?
Hoyas.
Anything else?
No, this was the Ringer NBA wins pool
Great.
for the 2018-19 season. You've been watching the Ringer NBA Preview Palooza, presented by State Farm.
Yep.
The watch along is next. Bill's going to be here with some of his buddies. We're going to do Sixers Celtics. We'll all be around hanging out, watching the game. So please watch along with us.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.